no photography allowed here on the grounds.
What makes you think that?
Because there's signage all over.
You just videoing?
Yeah, just getting photo, video, audio.
Okay.
Yeah, just working on something.
Okay. You can do that. It's up to you, okay?
I highly suggest not doing this. I think it's a course of action that's not going to work out well.
I don't mind if you record the whole
Sure.
campus, as long as there's no, I guess, security risk or threat, as in like no violence or nothing, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're not going to identify?
You're not going to identify. We don't identify.
Yeah, I know universe.
We don't know if you're armed or anything.
Correct.
Like that.
You definitely don't.
So you need to identify yourself.
So yeah, if we could just get that pesky sign removed and just sort of reinvigorate the freedom that courses through all of our bodies, that'd be fantastic.
So remove the sign and...
Yeah, if we could just get that sign removed that says no photos allowed, because obviously, I mean, we know that's not true. That's why the other one was taken down, like over at the other gate, I think last year. So I would delete that out.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
As soon as you got.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to compliment you on
thanks,
that. For
yeah.
what that's worth.
But I didn't allow you or give you permission to video me.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm telling you, can you please step outside until he comes back?
No. Hey everyone, I am free. It is October 27th, 2025. I'm in the city of Lakewood here in Pierce County in the communist empire of Washington State. And kind of just as an occasional reminder, I do realize it's not a communist state. That's a sardonicism. So just a little poke and a jab, kind of a ha-ha sort of a thing. Some of you get pretty upset at that, and well, that's just kind of how humor works. Apparently it doesn't land well with some of you, but it is my brand of humor, I suppose. That being said, I am heading back over to the Western State Hospital over here in Lakewood. It is an actual state hospital for the mentally ill. You can find all about it statutorily in RCW 72.23. Heading back over there because I had a negative encounter with the staff, the security staff specifically, at the hospital. So I'm going back there to do a public records request and to get some other business done as it relates to my first visit. The tips and leads were in fact confirmed when I was there on October 22nd. So now I find myself needing to go back and get information about the state government security staff names and other details so I can figure out who they are, file some complaints. I did in fact receive an email affirming my public records request, so I do know that they watched the story and took the public records request. They did get back to me within 5 days, as is statutorily required by them, so that's good. Now I just need to go and get some information from them and make sure that they're not going to attempt to violate liberties once more. All right, here we are back on campus. Still got the no photos allowed on hospital grounds. Yet they took down the other sign, so we got to find out which building is the main campus administrative building office.
Oh no, I did it on purpose, you know
So,
why? Because
I got a quick question for you. I don't know if I'm in the right place or
You know
not.
why? Because I have a little
is this the main
I have a hard
administrative
time to
building?
get out of
This is
water.
Perfect.
So now,
I would like to
You
see if
look
I
it
can get
up
some
and-
assistance from supervisor or manager or something like that. I need to get some information, and then I also need to submit a public records request.
Sure. Are you looking for security supervisor or for like the RN shift supervisor?
Oh, yeah, security, not nurse.
Security?
Yeah, that'd be
Okay,
great.
give me 1 second. I'll
Appreciate
go down
it. Thanks. So you guys can see here, this is the kind of like an update on what they're doing from what I can gather. Lists the construction boundaries right there. So it's huge. I mean, it's pretty much the entire area. Over here, they've got the Firwood School. That's for anyone that's just here and still need to go to school and whatnot. That's exactly what that is. So you can see it's just a large amount of area. It is extremely overdue. This hospital is beyond antiquated. Good, how you doing, man?
Good. I got a call saying someone wanted to talk to me. I'm the supervisor for security.
Oh, how you doing, man?
Oh, good. How about you?
Oh, not too shabby. Hey, I just wanted to see, because I want to make a public records request, but before I do that, I want to see if I could get some information. Last time I was here on the 22nd, I had an unfortunate encounter with a few security individuals. And I'd like to get their names so I can make public records requests about them as state employees. So do you know?
I know a little bit about the public records request. So what it usually goes by is there's a form that you fill out and it goes to DSHS. Because since DSHS is kind of under here. And then from there they kind of process it. It takes, I think, a couple days or so. I have to relook.
Yeah,
It's been a minute since I looked. If you can, if you want, I can also give you contact info from my director of security, and then he actually knows a lot more than I do about public records.
Sure,
so
that'd be great.
if you want, I can give you his number, and you can feel free to give him a landline call as well as I look into this, just for like additional information.
Sure. Is there any way that I can get? In fact, if it might help, I could pull out my phone and show you the people that I'm looking to get their names of.
Of course.
Because then I want to because like I said, my understanding, you guys are state employees, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Obviously, Allied Universal or something wouldn't have to provide
they're
information.
private security.
Yeah, they're private,
So.
Would it help if I showed you the people that I'm talking about so I can get their names?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then I'll work with my boss as well, and we'll work with you.
It'd just be kind of hard if all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, I'm looking for the guy's information. It's like, well, that's kind of generic.
Yeah, no, I totally hear you. Yeah, see, and I'll get you a phone number as well. So.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
No problem.
I also was curious, just out of curiosity.
Of course.
Has the recording video photo thing been resolved? It seems like it has. I mean, obviously, we're having a cordial conversation here and all that.
Yeah, so I know there was a little bit of a
misunderstanding.
So, yeah, as of right now, I mean, I don't mind if you record the whole campus, as long as there's no, I guess, security risk or threat, as in like no violence or nothing. No.
Yeah, I left.
No,
I left all my rocket-propelled grenades behind.
Oh, good.
I don't have mines.
Good.
Yeah, no M4 carbines today or anything like that, so we're all good.
Oh, good. So
and
yeah,
this is not equipped with a flamethrower.
Oh, good.
Just normal
okay.
camera.
Oh, I hear.
Yeah.
We encourage a lot of people to check out the cottages as well down here at these little houses down here. A lot of people, you see those little, they look like houses, but I call them cottages. We encourage a lot of people to check down there because that's where the military used to.
Oh, you're talking about the Fort Silicon Museum.
Yeah, a lot of people check out that museum because
Well, ironically, I don't know if you saw the story that I published, but that was part of what brought me here was the Fort Silicon Museum. But in addition, I had gotten leads that people were having issues recording here, and so I wanted to come and check it out. And it seemed like there was, but it looks like it's probably been resolved because this is a totally different encounter.
Yeah,
right
so
now.
I don't want to, if you want to, again, if you want to go around kind of like the outer perimeter, the only places is like patient care areas, such as inside the patient room.
Gotcha.
So it kind of goes into HIPAA because we have like patient medical.
Well, I'm assuming all these doors are locked and stuff.
Yeah, it's just the
so,
locked doors, but as long as the outer we have people walk their dogs all the time here. So.
So this guy right there.
Okay.
You know who he is?
He works at the other side. So this is the civil side of the hospital. So it looks like over there's the forensic side. I have a different supervisor that works at that side. Okay. But I can coordinate. I mean, just give me a little time. And I can coordinate.
No problem, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here, I'll just By the way, I want to
Okay.
pass along my compliments regarding D'Angelo.
Oh,
Guys,
okay. Yeah, I hear. Yeah.
really great
yeah.
security officer.
Oh, thank you. Him too, or just?
No, he's,
okay,
he's just an employee here. Okay, there's
Okay.
D'Angelo and him. So really,
Oh,
I know it's
yeah.
D'Angelo. If I could get his last name, I'd like to get his name as well. I don't know if you guys have like security badge numbers or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, that's.
Who's that?
So these, all three of those guys, they work over at the forensic
Okay,
side.
so
I
okay,
can,
okay.
I mean, one phone call, just,
Sure.
it's just,
And then there was a Caucasian guy in there with
he
him.
looks like the same one.
That is the same guy.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is the same guy that was in there. There's a white guy that was in there with him.
Oh.
Let's see if I can get a
yeah.
photo of him.
Sometimes
He's
with the
on that
tinted windows, it's too. It's a little harder. Let's see.
I'd like to get his name.
Okay.
And then there's also that guy. I can get his name. Hold on a second. That's the one you were talking about right there.
Oh, okay.
This guy? Yeah. You know who he is?
He works in the outer perimeter of this hospital here.
Okay.
But I'm making a whole mental list in my head of all the
Yeah, so
for you,
if I could get all those names. I mean, I'll ask you his name here in a second, but I really also need it too because that last guy, the black guy at the end there with the glasses.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's just running stop signs on campus and they're writing people tickets. I mean, it's a bit hypocritical, right?
I hear you.
I hear you. So what I'll do is I'm going to go finish my story from the 22nd.
Yeah.
And if you want to catch up to me, I mean.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a phone
pretty
number too. I'm
conspicuous.
gonna get
Sure.
some
Yeah,
some magic
wanna catch up
going.
to
You
me?
know what I mean? And
Sure.
then we'll talk.
Sounds good, man. Appreciate it.
No
What
problem.
was your
Thank
name?
you, Adam.
Adam.
Yeah,
Steve.
nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you, man.
Alrighty, we'll talk later.
Hey, can I get your name, please?
Can I get your name?
No.
Okay.
I'm cool.
So you're not going to identify?
You're not going to identify. We don't.
Yeah, I
identify.
know universe.
You-
Yeah. You're the
We don't
devil.
know if you're armed or anything.
Correct.
Like
You
that.
definitely don't.
So you need to identify yourself because you are not supposed to be here taking pictures and videos as of our conversation last.
Well, that's weird because he just said I could. That's two people now, D'Angelo and him, Adam.
Yeah.
So what's
So,
going on?
we
You might
need to-
want to get the head of security here.
Yeah.
Because I also need to
We
do a
need
public
to
records
ask you
request
to
about it.
leave. If you refuse to leave, once again,
I was invited in.
contact us.
I was invited in.
That's all I have.
So are you saying you're canceling the invitation of these people here? Because they're, I mean, you gotta have a badge to get in here. I'm here to make a public records request as well, so are you saying it's not lawful to come in and make a public records request?
Yeah.
It's not. Got it. So you're just gonna refuse to identify?
If we could just have you go outside.
You're on our
Well,
facility.
I think I'm waiting for
You're
him and
masked
Adam to
up.
come back down.
You're
He's
scaring
probably
the
not
staff
going
that
to.
are on the facility.
That's what he said he was gonna do. He's going to get me information.
He's going to the office.
Yeah, he's going to get me information and come back. That's what he said.
I'm gonna go talk with him.
Sure. Is this just make it up fantasy day for the law or policies or
No, but
whatever?
we do have signage posted that there's no cameras, no video footage, no photos allowed to be
Gotcha.
taken on campus.
Uh-huh.
If you're off grounds and you choose to take video or camera
Sure.
footage,
Uh-huh.
that's fine. But
Uh-huh.
on campus, on
Gotcha.
grounds, we can't have any filming because we have patients that walk around our grounds.
Oh, gotcha.
We're not
Okay.
allowed to film or take pictures in patient care areas, period.
Yeah.
So, if we can't
What
have
statute
you
is
step
that?
outside
Well, I'm
until,
waiting for Adam to
until
come
the
back.
supervisor comes back
I'm
up
waiting for
here,
Adam to come back.
have you wait outside for us,
Look,
because you're filming inside and we have other staff that don't want to be identified.
Yeah, I get that. Adam, who is also a security officer, is contradicting what you're saying. He's the one that showed up first.
Oh, okay.
So I can't assume that you're more in charge than Adam. I don't know who you are. Adam literally said on recording, it's all good to go. I could walk around everywhere on campus and record.
No.
D'Angelo also said that. So here's the issue. First of all, no statute on that sign. So you can't just say, hey, we're just gonna make stuff up. Right? You can't say all of a sudden the 14th Amendment's gone, unless you guys have superpowers. Now you might, fair enough. I mean, you guys might be able to say, I'm in charge, there's no 14th Amendment for equal protection clause on this campus. You're not saying that, okay. Much in the same vein that you can't do that, you can't just enforce a statute, or excuse me, a sign with no statute that says blah. Now, if you look in RCW 72.23, which discusses this hospital specifically, when I say there is nothing, I mean zero about anything regarding a prohibition, a lawful prohibition on them. So, Adam right there is going to get the information. You were standing right here when he was here. You didn't speak up.
But I didn't allow you or give you permission to video me.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm telling you, can you please step outside until he comes back?
No. Yeah, if you haven't read RCW 9.73.030, that's the Privacy Act in Washington State. There's no expectation of privacy in a public area. This is public. And I was invited in by the hospital. So, yeah.
How you doing?
Good.
We're trying to have him just step outside until our supervisors come back with the information that he's requesting.
Okay.
So, because I'm very uncomfortable being videoed. At this
So what this is about, it's not about the fake sign with no statute.
Is this going to be on the internet? Do I get a clause to sign to prove that?
No.
He probably will.
Yeah, definitely going to happen. 100%.
Brutal, savage, wrecked.
So what exactly did you need?
Well, actually, if I could get assistance, I can get out here and get back to my other work. I was speaking with Adam, and I was looking to actually get, first of all, the names of some of the security officers I ran across last time, because I had some pretty negative encounters with some of them. Not all of them, but some of them. And I want to do public records requests about those public employees so that I can get public information using the Public Records Act. And that's what I'd like to look for. And I'd also like the names, any ID numbers for these two so I can do public records requests on them. Gonna happen, guarantee you.
Okay.
I guarantee you more than the sun will come up tomorrow morning, I will have that name and all that information. 1,000%. Push it. I prognosticate better than Nostradamus does. Of course, he's been dead for 800 years, so. A little bit of a tilt to the malt liquor for Nostradamus, so.
You like your shades though, man.
Well, thanks, man. I love aviator glasses.
Like them.
Yeah, thanks. Good ones to get yourself. Oh, were those the recording ones?
No.
Oh,
no.
I was just about to try to catch you right there. See what I was doing?
They're not worth it. They're not worth it.
That's what I've heard. I actually don't really know much about them.
Right.
I know that you can get glasses and whatnot for that, but oh, go ahead. Yeah, no, it's no problem. They're also expensive.
They
and
are.
much like I kind of find Alexa to be creepy. I don't like the idea that it's like listening all the time, and I feel like those glasses would be doing that too. Now, if it would help, because again, I don't know their names, would you like me to just show you who they are?
Could you write it on here for me?
Well, no, okay, let me clarify. So I need to get public records about security staff, but I don't know the security staff's name. So if I just say, I'm looking for the security person's information, you'll be like, which one? Well, they refuse to identify, much like she's doing, and some of the other ones. So I can't say, I would like Susie's, be ironic if your name is Susie, but I can't say, I would like Susie's information if her name is Bertha.
I see.
Right? So I need to get their names so that I can actually do the public records request. So if it would help, like I said, I can pull out my phone and show you who I'm talking about.
Sure.
Okay, cool. And everything's good on the recording stuff, on grounds now. Okay, cool. Appreciate the polite and whatnot.
So the recording, the piece is due to the patients that we have here. So the HIPAA, the privacy concerns, so that's where we would ask you not to record patients.
Oh, I absolutely wouldn't. And even if I did by some random chance, they're not germane to the story at all that I'm working on. So I would just delete them out anyways. I have no interest in getting patients. It has nothing to do with what I'm working on. Okay, so. This guy right here. Him. If I could get his name, and then I can advance to the next one. I don't know if you want to just write these down or something like that, and then I can do a public records request on that.
Well, it's probably going to be easier if you forward the video to me and just, because I don't know this officer's name myself.
Fair enough. You know what? I'll tell you what.
So I'm trying to figure out the best way to help you, but
sure.
Yeah,
So,
I don't know his name.
If you can go to my media channels, my media company's channel, which is just Inland Auditing Media. Inland Auditing Media. You go there and just go into the video section, and you go down to no press allowed, leave now, First Amendment gone. Apparently it was sort of a good old Revolutionary War battle there over the First Amendment. But if you go to that video, every security officer that you see in there, if I could get their names and identifying information, I don't know if you guys have like, you know, security badge numbers or whatever, then what I can do when you send that information to me, I can submit the second public records request, which would be the information I'm seeking about those security officers. And are you the head of security?
No, I'm the CEO.
Oh, you're the CEO. Great.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you're the ultimate in charge. I appreciate you coming down here for this.
Sure.
So yeah, if I could just get their names so I can make that public record request, it'd be fantastic. And then that'll handle that.
Anything else?
No, that's pretty much it for right now. Then I'll just submit the rest, and I'm going to go finish the rest of my story. Yeah, I'm sorry. What
So are you? So mine's Charles Sutherland.
Charles Sutherland. Okay, nice to meet you.
Yeah. And yours?
Steve.
Steve.
Yeah.
So are you good writing down specifically what you're looking for, or you don't want to do that?
No, I'm good. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Like, if you could just send me their names by email. I'm happy to give you my email address, though, in case you want it, so that way you can actually send it to me.
Are you good writing it down yourself?
Sure, I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I'll do it in just a second.
And is there any way... There's the email address. And then when I get those people's names, and what I'll do is I'll just submit the records request for the information I'm seeking there. Is there any way we can get that pesky sign removed from that, you know, the no photos allowed on campus thing? I mean, there's obviously no statute that prohibits the First Amendment in public. Fair enough, Susie. So yeah, if we could just get that pesky sign removed and just sort of reinvigorate the freedom that courses through all of our bodies, that'd be fantastic.
So remove the sign and...
Yeah, if we could just get that sign removed that says no photos allowed, because obviously, I mean, we know that's not true. That's why the other one was taken down, like over at the other gate, I think last year, so.
And where specifically are you seeing the sign right now?
Oh, right at the front entrance. If you go down to the main entrance, here, I can show you right here. If you head on right down there, it's on the left-hand side as you're coming in. I think it says pedestrian walkway or crossway or something like that, and then there's a big white, green, red sign that says no photos allowed here. And you know, because reading statutes is one of my most favorite hobbies ever, and I perused the entire Title 72, Chapter 23 in the Revised Codes of Washington about Western State. There's nothing that restricts... oh, go ahead, ma'am.
Oh, yeah, you come on. Sorry.
There's nothing that restricts access for recording, video, photo, and all that. So I like to stay on the right side of the law. So if we could just get that removed so everybody knows, because part of the thing that brought me here, in case you're not aware, is two things. as a journalist. One is I was told that somebody came on here to the Fort Steilacoom Museum area over there and was taking photos and videos. One probably would, right? It's a museum. Sure. That's people do that. And then they were told, hey, you can't take photo and video on this on grounds and whatnot. Well, I mean, it's on the National Historic Registry. I think we all know we can do that. And then the second one was that somebody came on here after seeing, allegedly, I have no video or anything of this, but allegedly they saw some incident with a person that was staying here, or what they thought to be a person, like a patient or whatnot, outdoors. And they were concerned and allegedly came onto the campus to get closer photo and video because they were worried something was going to happen to them or whatnot. Again, I don't know the validity of this. That's just what I heard. And then I thought, well, that seems weird. And then sure enough, I come on here on the 22nd of October and I'm told, I can't be here. Like this security officer here is of the mind that I can't be here recording when, obviously you know that I can, and so does he. So anyways, that being said, I just think it'd be good to kind of clear that up too, so that people can come onto their property and enjoy it. And, it's an open campus. So. And I also did want to pass along a compliment regarding Adam, and I think this gentleman right here, I think he bathes in freedom every day based on his personality so far, but also D'Angelo, a security officer. Adam and D'Angelo specifically have made it very clear that you absolutely do have your First Amendment liberties and everything else. Sure, you bet. So if we could just pass along that, and then I don't know the name of the guy, which is part of the reason why I want to do this. Towards the end of my visit last time, there's a brusque individual, I'll say, who was writing tickets. It looked like somebody was parked in the wrong area. He's writing a ticket, but on his way to write the ticket, he just ran the stop sign. Didn't even stop. Look at that. Didn't even stop. Wow. Are you seriously gonna write a ticket for that when you just ran that stop sign? Are you actually serious? And was like, I'm in charge, I can do whatever I want. So, I mean, I don't know if that's how you run the grounds here. You don't seem like the kind of guy that would support running stop signs on the property that you manage as the chief executive officer, but if there's any way to maybe just get a complaint squared away, you'll see the stop sign running in the video if you go watch that story that I published. But if we could get that squared away, it'd be fantastic. So, and I can also send like a summary email if you want to shoot me an email to that email address I left you. I can summarize everything we just did here too.
I probably will do that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I probably will do that.
All right. Well, Mr. Sutherland, it's been a pleasure meeting you. I appreciate your time and security. Good to go. Nice meeting you. Yeah. All right. And good to go on everything else, ma'am? Or good to go? Okay, cool. All right. Well, you guys have a fantastic Freedom Day.
You as well,
Take care.
You be
All right.
safe.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Take care. All right.
You. Freedom! Keep your ear to the ground. Talking about the freedom. It's the best show in town. Best show in town. Freedom! Well. Freedom! I'll give you freedom. Yes, it's right. Freedom! Start right now. Freedom! Get your freedom tonight. Freedom! Everybody, young, old, all you lovers, this is our time to rise back from the sand and claim our freedom. Talking about the freedom, got to do it. Let yourself be free. I give you freedom. Yes, it's right.
So I'd say that's a wee bit different than last time. Let's see. For the people online that were saying something to the effect, but my memory's terrible, as you all know. So let me just kind of meander through the annals of my mind. Oh, that's right. Some of you were saying they can do it. It's a limited public forum. They can put up whatever signs they want. Right. You just heard the CEO say he can record as much as he wants here. That's you getting wrecked. So if any of you thought that you can't come on here, time to have a can of freedom soup, choke it on down, and listen to the Bald Eagles singing the freedom song, because that's called getting wrecked, son. Getting wrecked all day. So anyways, we're gonna actually finish walking around on my property, all of our property here, checking out the Fort Stillicum environment. Looks like the president's the CEO is probably gonna take that sign down. I'll come back and check up on that, but woo! Wowzers. Yeah, I think we know why the Lakewood Police Department did not show up last time. And that's because, well, yeah, they knew what was gonna happen. So, we're gonna finish walking around, checking things out. Just make sure everyone knows this is public property and you can come here and do things like record. How you doing, man?
Good, man. How are you?
Not too shabby.
Big fan, by the way.
What? No.
Big fan.
No way. How do you know who I am?
Voice is very distinctive. I've seen you here. I saw your video.
Oh, you did? Okay. Well, you know what? If you are a fan, sounds like you are. Actually, I think just
this might get me fired.
No, not at all. Just sharing information. Nope, not going to look to get. Do not want that happening. I just spoke with Charles Sutherland, the CEO, over in the admin building. First of all, shout out to him because he let the security staff, who were actually giving competing information right there on the spot. One was saying you can be here, the other one was saying, like D'Angelo did.
Right.
So I passed along a compliment regarding D'Angelo and a couple of the security officers today. One was a little angry. The CEO squared it away on the spot, and looks like the CEO is going to take down that pesky sign at the front, right?
Good.
There we go.
One of the things I really did like about your video, if I may say,
absolutely,
because I'm watching it the whole time from my couch. I'm narrating. You know, I was sick. It was the day off. But I was like, man, the only thing I could see them really bothering him about is if he accidentally gets patients or staff because of HIPAA. But
I would delete that out.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
As soon as you got.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to compliment you on
thanks,
that.
Yeah.
What that's worth.
Well, the story wasn't germane to patients. Now, I mean, if hypothetically, well, I guess in a way it possibly was, because when I was narrating my intro, which sounds like you watch my channel, so you know how I do it. When I was narrating my intro, two things brought me here. The Fort Stillicum thing, which is like, how could you not come to a museum and photo, right? That makes no sense.
Yeah, I've never.
But then also, there was someone allegedly out on the sidewalk. They were of the mind, I have no way to verify this. They were of the mind, hello. They were of the mind that they thought they saw some sort of an encounter between what they saw, or what they thought they saw was a patient and a non-patient. And they were concerned, so they're like, I'm not gonna, just stand by, I'm gonna record this. So then they come on campus to try to get closer video, and then all of a sudden security swarms them and says you can't be here. And I mean, frankly, from what I witnessed last time, it seems like there's merit to those allegations, you know what I mean?
I hear you.
So
I mean, I'm only over here on the forensic side, that's the civil side over there.
Yeah.
I mean, even though it's the same hospital, technically, it's still kind of two separate entities. But
yeah, that's what Mr. Sutherland was just saying to me. I didn't even realize that there actually were two sides. So yeah, it makes sense. If you don't mind me asking, this Furwood school, that's just basically a normal school for children that are staying here? And
to be honest, as far as I know, that's the child, I could be wrong.
Okay.
Child Study Treatment Center. I believe that's where underage patients are.
I see. Okay.
I could be wrong, but
yeah, I was just of the mind when I saw Furwood School. I thought, well, if you did have underage kids here, well, I guess underage kids is sort of repeating myself there. But if that was the case, I thought, well, they'd have to go to school, right?
Right.
So I thought maybe that's what that is. But what's your name, by the way?
It could be. I'm Chris.
Chris. Steve.
It's nice to meet you, Steve. I didn't know your first name, but
oh, you didn't? Yeah, I mean, I got my pen name. So when I'm working out in the field, my name is Steve McStevenson. Sometimes I go by Gandalf. So, but it's a Gandolph, not to be confused with the wizard.
And then I've seen other guys say, "Yeah, my name's right here," and it's a badge that says right here.
Yes, that's always a good one.
I might catch a ride with.
Oh, you bet, man. You take care.
Be safe.
All right, man. Thanks. All right, so that was cool. Met Chris there, super nice guy. Works here on the forensic side. So, great to run across nice people like that out in the field. Heck, I don't even mind running across people out in the field that are a little salty, because sometimes I actually am able to have a nice conversation. Sometimes we can work past our differences, or if nothing else, just explain what our positions are and go from there. So that's great. That was awesome. I know I sounded a little like doubtful when he said a fan. I mean, sometimes people are just being sarcastic. I know, imagine that. But no, it looks like Chris actually watches the channel, so that's cool. So shout out to you, Chris. Appreciate your work here at the hospital and watching my journalism. So we're gonna continue taking a walk around here and check the rest of the place out, maybe get a little bit of the construction footage and whatnot. We're getting close, as you can see. Sun's coming down over there, so it's not going to be long until the place is closed for the day. You can see employees leaving and whatnot for the day. So
what's up, man? How you doing?
Not too shabby.
Just making sure you're not filming patients. I don't care about the building, but
oh no, even if I were to catch patients, as you guys saw from my first story, I don't show them anyways. It's not germane to what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I'm definitely.
You've been out here before, you know.
I have. Yeah. I mean, I think there's also just a line where if it was germane and somehow I was catching the germane thing happening,
right,
then I would, because I think as a journalist, if that's the thing, like if I. Not saying this happened, but if I caught a staff member beating up a patient, I would definitely record that, right?
Yeah.
Because then you got to show what's happening here. But yeah, no, short of that, just going around and getting the footage and everything. So really appreciate the professionalism, by the way. I don't know if you can or want to talk about this, but do you know what has led to the dichotomy that exists between, for example, like yourself, D'Angelo, and Adam, clearly understanding you can be here recording, and then there's others who have made it really clear, being quite vociferous about their objection to it, citing a sign that has no actual basis in law.
Right. Can't really say anything about it, but just we're all different shifts.
Gotcha.
You know, different shifts, you know. You got day shift and you got swing shift. I'm swing shift.
Gotcha.
So if I was swing shift, I would have talked to you and I would have stopped you and talked to you like this. And I would have said, hey, stay right here. Let me talk to my supervisor. Then my supervisor get a hold of somebody, and we can tell you what you can film and what you can't film.
Yeah, sure. No, I appreciate that.
I told you.
Yeah, well, I appreciate the stark difference in that. I mean, it's good to see this, and it sounds like Mr. Sutherland's probably going to be having some training going on too, because, I mean, it looks like he's amenable from what he was doing there to taking that pesky sign down.
With, more training, man. It's more
hey, you know what? True, right? I mean, I train myself for my job all the time. I get these statutes down and know the line and don't cross it because, you know, I'm not looking to break the law, right? Sure. So you got to know what you can and can't do, and at least, if nothing else, bring awareness to it. So yeah, next time we'll see how it goes down. I'll probably do a halo jump. Just come in and see if there's any difference on that.
Right.
Anyways, you have a good day, man.
You as well, man.
Take care. I will. You too, man.
Just like just kind of little view away from the windows, because those are all patient areas.
Oh yeah, actually, when I was walking through it last time, I thought I did see one, and I actually just cut it out and deleted the footage. Yeah.
All that other stuff.
I'm not going to be that guy that does that. It has nothing to do with me. They want their privacy. I'm happy to help them with that. So.
Like always, man. Be safe.
Yeah, you too, man. Take care. Now I have to say, you can just imagine, you know, back in the day, right when this was built, it probably looked really, really impressive. It looks hideous now because we've seen the changes in architecture, design, and whatnot, and I think people just understand this to be inherently aged. But you can see how it was probably quite the thing back in the day. Wow, look at those buildings. Definitely. Oh, wow. Look at that construction. Boy, anyone not from Washington State, I got to tell you right now, you have no idea how overdue this facility is for... You have no idea how overdue this facility is for updates. Oh yeah,
because I don't come back here either.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, I mean, actually, since last time I was narrating for my subscribers and people that watch my news, they don't, a lot of people, unless they're from Washington and even often from here, understand how outdated this place is. It is horridly out of date. And, you know, probably better than most people, except for the people actually getting injured.
Absolutely.
The people that work inside here, there's been a lot of injuries lately, a lot of assaults and batteries and that kind of stuff. Well, it's all assault in Washington State, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I think it's a really good thing, I think especially for taxpayers, since we're 17 billion in debt, to see, you know, at least this is coming in, right? It's being worked on. And hopefully the people here will have a better quality of life.
And these guys are working. They're working fast.
It sounds like it. That was part of what I wanted to get here, because when, like I said, when I came here the other day, it was like, okay, you know, I'm here working on this stuff, and then brought me here, and then I saw this, and I was like, man, that's a lot of work.
Yeah,
that's a ton of work.
Yeah, these guys ain't playing. It's going quick.
It seems like it. How long have they been doing it, roughly?
I'd say about like a year and a half.
Yeah.
The old building that we had here, that was South Hall, they tore that whole thing down within like a month and a half. Then they grinded it down, and whatever that was left of South Hall, they turned it all into like dirt, and then they turned it into concrete. So this is all recycled stuff they're using.
That's incredible.
It's amazing how they be doing stuff.
Yeah, that's incredible. So do you know, are they going to be tearing down all this stuff too eventually?
I don't know. I can't really give you any facts.
Well, hopefully whatever they're putting in obviously is going to be focused on the patients here first. I mean, you could make maintenance buildings like this work for a long, like the carpenter shop. You know, make it work for a long time. So that's
my big thing out here is that make sure, you know, people like gone to bad area, dangerous areas, make sure it's safe.
Oh, sure.
Because we got some areas out here that, you know, it's not day shift, that's closed down, and you don't have a heart attack or anything in your car, and I got to make sure you're okay.
Oh, well, that's mighty thoughtful.
When you woke up this way, I was like, oh no.
Mighty thoughtful of you. No, that's cool,
man. I mean, I get called, you know, I'm the first guy.
Got to go check it out. Yeah, no, that's cool. Plus, I think a lot of people just, you know, I mean, if you see Western and you don't have a reason for coming here, like I did for my stories 100%. Or whatnot, they just haven't seen it. And I think it's also good to show, like, hey guys, as a state, since we're spending all this money, this is what the old stuff looks like. And I mean, granted, it's still skeleton, but we'll see it soon enough. So that'll be very cool. So, well, very nice of you being so thoughtful again, man.
Absolutely.
All right. I'm going to go back over here and check some out. All right, thanks. So back here is just a lot of their maintenance stuff. I mean, you got the carpenter shop, that kind of stuff back here. As you can see, Western State Hospital has had a massive change in heart. And I'm glad those people reached out to me. So for those of you, my sources, who reached out to me, thank you. I really appreciate it, because this is the kind of stuff that we have to do as journalists, the kind of journalist I am, to come out here and flex our press liberties, not just to cover the story, which I did, but also to make sure that the government is being held to account for their violations. Those signs are silly. Everyone knows it. That's not something they get to just do whenever they want. So that's really good to see this. Wow, look at how massive this job is here. It's truly amazing. That is just a juggernaut job right there. And this is just part of it right here. All that you see right here, this is just a small part of it right now. What they're putting in here. I cannot remember the date for when this is supposed to be complete, but you can see it's going to be big. Hopefully it is going to be extremely good for the patients. One thing I also just want to throw out there too is, I was kind of like highlighting there a moment ago, do not trust those press releases and whatnot from the government. Just come in, check it out, get the footage that you need, and demonstrate, you know, what the state of the location is. Like that, you can actually see what it is. And there is Susie running a stop sign. Wow, incredible. Literally just said that security officer from the other day was running stop signs in his rush to write a ticket for a parked, unoccupied vehicle. Towards the end of my visit last time, there's a brusque individual, I'll say, who was writing tickets. It looked like somebody was parked in the wrong area. He's writing a ticket. But on his way to write the ticket, he just ran the stop sign. Didn't even stop. Look at that. Didn't even stop. Wow. Are you seriously gonna write a ticket for that when you just ran that stop sign? Are you actually serious? And then what do we get here? We get Susie from inside, right here, running stop signs on her way to apparently nowhere at the corner of campus. Ran this stop sign right here. I even brought that up in front of the CEO. I brought it up to the CEO. And then what does she do? Triples down. This is why you get good people like these ones. And you get not so good public employees like these ones. Those are the ones that need to go away and not have that government job anymore. And we've kind of gone full circle here. So this is the administration building that I was at earlier. Over there is the Fort Steilacoom remnants, actual military housing from the mid 1800s. Absolutely amazing history right there. So this goes around like that and over. That's the parade field out that way. So we're gonna go check that out a little bit. she gave me a peace sign. I think she's my #1 fan now. I could be wrong, but I think she is. So let's check out this first house right here. We're gonna make our way around. So the house of Major Haller here. These were in a really bad state of repair. I want to say it was back in the 40s or 50s. 1940s, 50s, since this is so old. And if I recall correctly, this is the Lieutenant Colonel's residence. The biggest, naturally, all to himself, if I remember correctly. Yep, that's correct. Lieutenant Colonel Silas Casey. These were his quarters. And then if I remember correctly, up over here, multiple lieutenants and perhaps a captain were housed here. And you know, just for a minute, even though you can kind of see the building back there for housing for the patients here, just imagine for a moment how cool, how just remote, of course, this was back in the mid 1800s. Absolutely amazing to even think about that. And here these people were. Yeah, there we go. 3 lieutenants and a captain. Captain L.C. Hunt, Lieutenant C.A. Reynolds, Lieutenant E.J. Harvey, and Lieutenant Arthur Schaff. Doesn't say what this is. It does say quarters, actually. Probably enlisted, senior enlisted, you know, first sergeants, sergeants major, that kind of thing. There it is. No photos allowed on hospital grounds. All right, right, there you go. So we're gonna hopefully hear back from the CEO, Mr. Charles Sutherland, here in the near future about that unlawful sign being removed. So yeah, if we could just get that pesky sign removed and just sort of reinvigorate the freedom that courses through all of our bodies, that'd be fantastic.
So remove the sign and...
Yeah, if we could just get that sign removed that says no photos allowed, because obviously, I mean, we know that's not true. That's why the other one was taken down, like over at the other gate, I think last year. So we have absolutely confirmed you can be on your property, our property, my property, and take photo and video. So this is good. I'm hoping Mr. Sutherland's going to get that squared away here soon. But you've also been today able to see the campus of Western State Hospital, which includes the amazing museum of the very first fort up here in the Washington Territory, originally the Oregon Territory for the United States. There was nothing out here. It was just wilderness and a fort. Absolutely amazing to see something like that from the mid 1800s. So awesome that is still there. So with that being said, if you like my journalism, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that all notifications bells and get my stories right in the release. You can follow me on X at I.A.M. Free Auditing, on Facebook at Inland Auditing Media. If you want to help keep my feet on the streets, you guys know what to do. You go to the links in the description for Cash App and Venmo. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you guys at the next location. Bye for now. Beautiful day. It is now time to go home and smoke a nice Honduran cigar and have a glass of scotch. Nope, dang it. Shut that off. Well, good night, everybody. Welcome to the October 2025 SEO keywords, phrases, and a little philosophy part of the video that only the most hardcore hear. If you're still here, you're not just a viewer. You're part of the small circle of liberty lovers who support my work to the end. Literally, you care profoundly about the First Amendment, the truth, and about calling out unconstitutional behavior wherever it hides. So, as I've been doing lately, I'll be closing with some real-world keywords and phrases as well as some more real-world thoughts. If you're curious what helps this channel grow, what tells the algorithm we're not bots, it's what I'm about to say. And if you're just here for the keywords, hey, no problem with that at all. But maybe stick around to hear something that's helped me make sense of the times we're living in. So let's get into the keywords and phrases and then into a little bit of philosophy. Reasonable, articulatable suspicion. No RAS, no ID. Do you suspect me of a crime? Attainment without suspicion. Unlawful stop and ID. Terry stop abuse. Constitutional carry encounter. Rights violation caught on camera. Fourth Amendment audit. Warrantless search exposed. Probable cause versus suspicion. Freedom of Information. Freedom of Information Act denied. FOIA denied. Government misconduct caught. Body cam transparency. Badge accountability, misconduct complaint process, auditing public funds, open records inspection, retaliation for public records request, officer meltdown on camera, public servant rage caught live, Karen confronts cop watcher, tyrant loses it in city hall, security guard threatens journalist, aggressive cop exposed, you're not allowed to film here, public freakout at federal building, I know my rights moment, passive resistance wins again, city council meeting audit, county courthouse confrontation, DMV meltdown audit, recording in public library, school board public comment, filming on public sidewalk, USPS audit gone wrong, sheriff's office transparency test, mayor's office visit, police station ID refusal, ethics and public accountability. What is public interest journalism? Is filming a form of protest? history of the First Amendment, natural rights versus legal rights, how rights get eroded. Now let's get into a little bit of philosophy here. I want to discuss briefly deontological grounding. So we got to start with, what is deontology? Deontology is an ethical theory that judges the morality of an action based on whether it adheres to a set of rules or duties rather than on its consequences, which would be called consequentialism. And a great quote from a now long deceased philosopher, Immanuel Kant, quote, "Act in such a way that you treat humanity, whether in your own person or in the person of another, always as an end and never as a means only," end quote. To me, this means that no badge, no title, and no authority justifies violating someone's rights for convenience. Every time I stand on a sidewalk with a camera, I remember this: their discomfort is not more important than your dignity. From Marcus Aurelius of Rome in his book Meditations, quote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it," end quote. Auditors and citizen journalists alike are accused of provocation. However, isn't the real provocation when government employees lie to you, deny you access, or punish you for exposing the truth? We don't create the injustice, we document it. From the Supreme Court of the United States in 2011, the case Glick versus Cuniff. The filming of government officials engaged in their duties in a public place, including police officers, is a form of speech protected by the First Amendment, end quote. You'd be shocked how many officers do not know this or pretend not to. Glick versus Cuniff is the case I carry with me along with others, in print and in memory, every time I record. From Sun Tzu, because war is constant. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Silence, the camera, a calm refusal to ID. That's how we win without fighting. That's what makes the boot shake. And finally, here are some questions for all of you, and I'd love to see your comments in the comment section. Have you ever asserted your rights in public? And if so, what happened? What's the worst excuse a government employee has ever given you? Do you think filming in public should be restricted in any way? Which amendment do you think is most misunderstood? Do you think city councils should be filmed at all times? I want to thank you all for listening in all the way to the end, and make sure you look for the November release, which I'm going to do my best to get out before November hits. Thanks for watching, and thank you for your support.